Hey, you doing okay, Bram?
Yeah, I just wish I was older, and then I could be out there doing big stuff, you know?
I see. Well, you're being a big help to me right now.
Oh, we both know that you could do the stuff with your toes. You don't need me.
Hold on now, that's not true.
Have you ever tried just using your toes?
I mean, it's not true that I don't need you. I'm not sure about the toes thing.
You should try it. I could time you. You could set a record.
I'll keep that in mind. Now, why don't you think you're doing big stuff, as you called it?
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I should be doing more.
Well, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you've got time. But I know how you feel. I used to feel that way sometimes.
Really?
I sure did. It's easy to get a little impatient. In fact, sometimes I still feel that way.
Really?
Yep. Every once in a while, when I'm working on something that's going to take a while, I start to skip steps and get ahead of myself. But then I remember Zechariah 4:10. Do not despise these small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. When you look at a seed, you don't always think about how big the tree will be.
Yeah, it's still hard to wait.
It is. Once, a long time ago, there was a young man who was learning to be a cobbler.
Like a turkey?
No, that's a gobbler. A cobbler is a shoemaker.
Oh.
But he was in Turkey.
Oh. Huh?
Just watch. This young man worked many hours, learning all there was to learn about making shoes, so that one day he could have his own shoe shop. What he didn't know was that God had big plans for him one day, plans that had nothing to do with shoes. One day, war would drive this young man from his home, and he fled to Russia, lost everything, and then started a long journey towards America. On his way there, he happened to go to a church service in England. Even though he didn't speak any English, so he didn't know what anyone was saying, he really enjoyed it. That church was the Salvation Army. He finally made it to America and went all the way to California, though it took a long time. He stuck with it, learned English, created a business, and finally set up his own shoe repair shop in San Francisco.
That's awesome. He went from being young and having to leave his home to starting over in a new land. That's pretty great.
But that's not the end of the story. His real adventure hasn't even begun yet. You see, his shop was next door to a saloon, a real rough place. Before too long, Salvationists started coming around to the saloon to tell people about Jesus. He remembered the meeting that he attended in England and listened to the believers who would try and hold open-air meetings out front. But the crowds at the saloon were not kind. One day, the crowd got really rough with some of the soldiers who were preaching, and he had decided to step in and do something about it.
Wait a minute. I'd recognize that hat anywhere. That's Joe the Turk.
That's right.
He's, like, the coolest.
He is pretty great. Did you remember that he was a shoemaker?
I guess I forgot. I mean, he went on to do so many awesome things. He committed his life to following Jesus, joined the Salvation Army, and went on some crazy adventures. He got arrested for preaching in the streets, then preached in the jail that they put him in. He even ran a criminal mayor out of his city, took over the town, and then held it together until the people could hold an election. He did some incredible stuff.
He did. Now, do you think that he knew he was going to do all that when he was just a young man learning how to make shoes?
I guess not.
I know that sometimes you're just working on bikes, dreaming about doing other things, and that's okay. But don't be discouraged. You'll get your chance.
You think so?
As long as you're willing to be used by God, then He'll use you, no matter where you started.
Thanks, Mr. B.
Anytime. Now, you want to help me finish this up?
Sure. You gonna use your toes?
Oh, I don't know.
Mr. B, where's your sense of adventure?
Wait. Go get the stopwatch.
Hooray!